Well, the evening rush just got more complicated for commuters in our city. Flooding has now prompted the shutdown of the Lower Simcoe underpass near Front Street once again. Amanda Ferguson now with what's behind that road's water woes and some of the suggested solutions.
The car could seize up, so I'm very, very concerned about that.
Cars taking the cautious approach earlier today after a rise in water levels overnight had the underpass looking more like a lake. Have you seen it flooded before?
Many times.
The problem is the lake is so high that the pipe is full.
This time around, the city says high water levels in Lake Ontario are to blame. Combine that with the fact the road is lower than pre-existing pipes in the area. This underpass has had a watery reputation for years, despite its redesign in 2009. Who can forget this poor victim of the Lower Simcoe flood of 2013? This luxury car left up the newly created creek without a paddle or driver after a storm. Since 2010, Lower Simcoe has flooded 5 times in just 3 years.
A permanent fix would be extremely expensive.
This water management specialist says installing a large tank to hold the water would solve the problem, but would come with a huge price tag.
To make the pipes big enough to accommodate all of the possible flooding scenarios, they would have to be excessively large and be extremely expensive.
The city, however, thinks it's found a cheaper alternative by installing a permanent pump.
There are some costs, and it could be tens of thousands of dollars to do a pumping configuration, but then you'll have ongoing operation and maintenance costs.
Admittedly, just a drop in the bucket compared to the costly basin solution. And while the city designs a permanent pump, it's having staff temporarily pump out the underpass to keep cars moving rather than sinking. Amanda Ferguson, City News.